Hello and welcome to Star Trek: The Next Generation, Final Unity. When we last left off, we got transported onto the planet of Frigus, which is where apparently this fifth scroll people keep talking about is located. Not sure if I read this person's lines last time, but we're going to now. May the lawgiver spirit smile upon you. I am Chancellor Larrick. Welcome to Frigus. Oh, voice acting probably took care of that last time.
Thank you for letting us beam down. I'm Commander William Riker of the Starship Enterprise.
Yep. Now, remember, Picard sent Riker down as his own personal emissary, so we have to make sure Riker is the only one that talks to people, because otherwise everyone else is going to be like, who the heck are you and why are you talking to me?
Except for Aramut, we have not had outworld visitors since the lawgiver brought us here. I have thousands of questions to ask, but I will do it at another time. How can I help you, Commander Riker?
Well, let's see here. Let's get down to brass tacks. Ask about the scroll.
We're looking for information about the fifth scroll your lawgiver brought here with him.
Yep.
Why are you aliens interested in our scroll?
It may be the only way to prevent a civil war back on Garrett. Can you help us?
Yeah, that's certainly a good reason.
I am afraid not. I am only in charge of the civil government. That is a religious matter, so you must ask the leaders of the sects for help.
Oh. Yeah, what are these pyramids?
What are these pyramids?
The pyramids are relics of an ancient race called the Chodak. They were here long before we arrived from Garrett. Each sect adapted a pyramid to serve as a transporter to their temple.
Interesting.
We've heard of the Chodak, but it's rare to find evidence of their presence in this section of the galaxy.
Yeah.
Oh yes, the Chodak Empire was vast indeed. Like the lawgiver before me, I have made extensive studies of their culture. I am actually considered something of an expert in the translation of Chodak runes.
Are you now? Well, it's only been 1,000 years since lawgiver left Garrett. Has your religion had serious splits in such a short time?
It's only been 1,000 years since the lawgiver left Garrett. Has your religion had such serious splits in so short a time?
Sadly, yes. Even before the lawgiver's death, his disciples began to disagree over the way his writings should be interpreted. They each made a copy of the fifth scroll that emphasized their own particular biases over all the others.
Interesting. So, yeah, the lawgiver is a very blatant Jesus allegory.
That must have been confusing.
It was worse than that. The lawgiver became disgusted with them and hid his original manuscript, vowing that no one would find it until the sects learned to cooperate.
Oh,
From the way you're talking, I guess they never have.
sounds like.
An accurate appraisal. The lawgiver said he left the keys to the scroll's location with each of the sects. But so far, after centuries of feuding, all the sects have done is formalize their competition into the declaratory.
Interesting.
The declaratory.
Yes, a series of philosophical contests the sects hold every decade. The winner has the right to collect some prize from the loser.
Well, at least it's not a formal war, so that's kind of interesting. It's like nerd war.
Well, you've been very helpful. Thank you.
I must return to my other duties now, but I will monitor your progress as my schedule permits. May the spirit of the lawgiver guide your steps.
Thank you. Let's see here. First thing, gonna head to the desert. Do. And we're heading in here.
May the lawgiver's spirit grant you wisdom. I am Arch Rashan Natchel, Chief Assistant to His Exalted Prominence Elant of the Seekers. Chancellor Larak told me to expect you. How may I be of service?
Oh, hi. Sup?
I'm Commander Riker of the Federation Starship Enterprise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why is your group called the Seekers?
Why is your group called the Seekers?
Ah, at least this isn't quite as echoey as your last line.
Our founder, Baranam, believed that the path to enlightenment lies in searching for the truth. We are humble in our ignorance. Only the truth will free our souls.
Well, that's an important piece of information for this puzzle. We are humble in our ignorance. What is this place?
What is this place?
It has many names. It is usually called the Hall of Triumph. But recently, some have called it the Path of No Return.
Well, that sounds pleasant. Why is it called the Hall of Triumph?
Why is this normally called the Hall of Triumph?
Our sect has been understandably successful in the declaratory contest.
Nice.
This is where we keep the prizes we have won, safe in our vault.
I see. So the path of no return is because the prizes within don't go to anyone else, I bet.
When did this start being called the Path of No Return?
More than a month ago, our leader Elant vanished through the door of enlightenment. He has not returned.
Oh, I guess I was completely wrong with that.
What is this door of enlightenment you mentioned?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of this path is a door no one has ever opened. No one before Elant, that is.
Interesting.
Why hasn't anyone opened this door before?
Yeah.
There is a gatekeeper who jealously guards the doorway. He asks a series of questions when anyone tries to pass it. And if the person does not answer all the questions appropriately, the gatekeeper will not let him pass.
I see. Isn't it possible the original fifth scroll might be hidden on the other side of the door of the Enlightenment?
Isn't it possible that the original fifth scroll might be hidden on the other side of the door of enlightenment?
Yeah.
I suppose so. But why should we risk our safety when we have the true copy of the scroll anyway?
Right, of course. Nice temple you got here.
Lovely temple you have here.
Would be a shame if something happened to it.
Thank you. It pleases us.
I'm glad to hear. What's the gatekeeper like?
What is the gatekeeper like?
It is a very advanced device with strange, almost telepathic powers. Some say it is holdover Chodak technology, and others say the lawgiver had something to do with it.
How much you want to bet it's a little bit of both? Can you help us find the original fifth scroll?
Can you help us find the original fifth scroll?
I can let you see the true copy made by Baranam, our sect's founder.
And as we all heard, each of these have written the scroll down with their own personal biases. Yeah, let's try to be diplomatic.
We're doing this for historical research. I'm sure you understand that no matter how good your copy is, we need to check the original for authenticity.
I am afraid I cannot help you. The original was hidden by the lawgiver many centuries ago, and I do not know where it is.
Oh.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, so we are going to drop a save here. I think
I don't think that's such a good idea.
that started to work, but at the same time, I think I'm just gonna drop myself a save state just in case. Oh, this guy seems interesting. Yeah. Let's use our thingamajiggy on it.
Judging from its age, it might be Chodak in Orrington.
No, that's not the way of the Federation. Sup?
Come no closer. I am the gatekeeper of the door of enlightenment. You must answer my questions appropriately to determine whether you are wise enough to proceed. Those who answer inappropriately will be punished if they attempt to pass.
Okay.
Ask me your questions.
I'm not afraid.
Who was the lawgiver?
Sir Robin the Brave. No, wait. So, yeah, this whole section here, you're not supposed to give any real answers. You're supposed to be as vague as humanly possible. So, I heard he's a great man, but I have no personal knowledge of him.
I've heard that he was a great man, but I have no personal knowledge of him.
Because, as the guy said prior, this sect values humility in, that their ignorance.
You are stating that you know that you do not know.
Yeah.
What is the central principle of the fifth scroll?
Let's see. Singing, self-denial, searching for the truth. I'm not sure what to believe.
Everybody seems to have a different interpretation. I'm not sure what to believe.
Knowing what not to believe often eliminates confusion. Why do you wish to pass through the door of enlightenment?
I don't know what's beyond it. I would like to know.
I don't know what is beyond it.
Then you do not know what you are seeking.
Yep.
Who are you?
Let's see. Commander Weicker, First Officer of the Enterprise, Citizen of the Federation. It's impossible to label him.
Everyone plays so many roles in life. It is impossible to label them.
You understand the fundamental paradox of existence.
Apparently.
To know that you know nothing is the beginning of enlightenment. Your answers prove that you are ready to admit this. You may pass through the door.
Yay!
I don't think that's such a good idea.
Apparently. Come on, let's shake a leg. Let's see here. Ooh, got some signs. Let's see what the sign says.
The tricorder can't read it. It must be a very obscure language.
Well, we might know someone who can actually read that.
Somebody's trapped in there.
Well, we probably should figure out what to do with that.
This is probably the...
Probably. There we go. Walk back to doorway. And we know someone who can speak Chodak.
May the spirit of the lawgiver strengthen you. Have you had much success in your search?
We found Elant, but he was trapped inside some sort of stasis field. Have you ever encountered anything like that?
Thank the lawgiver you found him. I was worried about my old friend. No, I have not heard of such a field, but it is probably Chodak in origin. We still find many Chodak devices here, and they are often operational, even after all these years.
Can you help us free Elant?
Without knowing how to operate the device, I have no way to assist you.
There was a control panel with a sign near it. We couldn't translate the writing.
Yeah, not even our universal translator could work it.
The lawgiver made a great study of the ruins and developed a Chodak Garidian translator. I will upload it into your tricorder. Perhaps it will help you save Elant.
Hopefully.
Thank you very much. This may be an enormous help.
Elant is my friend. I do hope you can free him. But if you will please excuse me now, I have a planet to govern.
I can understand you're busy. We'll just go and, save your friend.
That was something I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, that, something a bit alien there. Okay, now we've got the translator. Let's see if we can do this.
It worked. We now have detailed instructions on how to operate the control panel.
Nice. Let's see here. Let's see if we can use the control panel. Awesome.
By the lawgiver's wisdom, what is happening here?
Hello. Now, for some reason, they also know that Riker is the only emissary of Picard, but whatever.
I'm Commander William Riker of the Starship Enterprise, representing the United Federation of Planets. We're visiting Phrygia by permission of Chancellor Larac. I presume you are Elant, exalted prominence of the Seekers.
I am indeed. This is all most peculiar, but according to my studies, the lawgiver expected us to have off-world visitors this year, so I should not be so surprised.
Really? How do you feel?
Are you feeling all right?
Thank you for your concern. I am feeling a little dizzy, but I think it will pass.
Okay. Yeah.
How could the lawgiver foretell our coming in this particular year?
He was a prophet. Prophets are supposed to foretell things.
Yeah, accuracy is always a little off. Usually they're more vague. Yeah, what is this place?
What is this place?
I scarcely know myself. I only came through that door a few minutes ago, and I've not had much chance to look around. I suspect this is a room built by the Chodak, the original inhabitants of this world. Their ruins are all around us.
Yeah.
I know it seemed like you were here only a few minutes, but it was much longer. You've been trapped in a stasis field. Time actually stopped for you.
I see. It was a rather disorienting experience.
Apparently.
Do you remember what happened?
When I entered the room, I saw a pair of talismans sitting on that rock. I climbed down to get them, but as soon as I touched them, alarms sounded and I just lost consciousness. Then you were here when I awoke.
Interesting.
You've been in stasis over a month from what your assistant Natural told us.
Natural? That devious Dormifex is probably plotting some way to take over my position. I must return to the temple as quickly as possible. How can I thank you for rescuing me from that stasis field?
Thank you for your generosity, but a reward isn't necessary.
Oh.
The customs of my sect compel me to show my gratitude.
Oh.
Here are the talismans I picked up, as well as the key to our vault, which holds the trophies we have won in the declaratory over the years. You may take up to 3 items to help you in your mission.
Thank you. We'll try to use your gifts wisely.
Please excuse me. The effects of the stasis field have worn me out. I will rest here a while and then return to my temple. I'm sure I must have been missed.
Probably. So, when we come back, we've got some goodies. We probably should check them out next time, but that'll be for next time. When we come back, Star Trek, The Next Generation, A Final Unity. Have a good one.